joins us on stage, we'd like to show you this quick video first.
In just a few years, we have contributed to Qatar becoming a destination for media, talent, and technology. Today, Media City Qatar is home to more than 300 licensed companies. In 2025 alone, Media City Qatar expanded by more than 200%. Today, 60% of our licensed companies are startups, now joined by CNN, DPA, Euronews, Dow Jones, AFP, AP, iHeartMedia, all based in Qatar. In addition, we played a key role in more than 30 global, regional, and local events, from the Venice Biennale to 171 Qatar, from MIPCOM to IBC, and from Web Summit in Doha and Lisbon to Doha Forum. And with Google Cloud, we set a new Guinness World Record for most people contributing to an AI-generated image. Our activation, Qatar Art Week on Qatar National Day 2024, reached more than 5.4 million in Qatar and world over. More recently, Media City Qatar announced to support coverage of the FIFA Arab Cup Qatar 2025 with exclusive naming rights for the main media center and the broadcasting hub. It also backed the FIFA U17 World Cup and FIFA Intercontinental Cup. While we amplified media coverage for events, at the same time, our production work expanded across Qatar and beyond. We filmed 3 episodes of Season 2 of The Apprentice One Championship across Doha. In Cannes, we announced our support for 2 original Arabic drama series. This signing marked Qatar's ongoing rise as a creative hub for regional storytelling. This creative growth extended beyond film and TV into gaming. We helped shape the gaming scene with 2 editions of Media City Qatar Esports Forum. And in Japan, we engaged over 450 leaders, including Sega and Nintendo, showcasing Qatar as the next gaming hub. In August 2025, Media City Qatar moved to its new headquarters in the Shirab downtown, a home for us and our licensed companies. This culture is shaped by a team with near equal numbers of locals and expats, women and men, working together across strategy, operations, and of course, creativity. Imagine what comes next. Media City Qatar, where next is made.
Mr. Jassim Khori, CEO of Media City Qatar. Hi.
How are you doing? Nice seeing you.
I had to walk way quickly to meet you here. It's always a pleasure to have a conversation with you and sit with you.
Great honor seeing again one of our licensed company thriving in Doha, moderating such prominent venue and platform today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great honor to be here.
Thank you so much. There's a lot to unpack there with that video.
I think the video said everything.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but we want to go deeper into this conversation. So one of the things that is being depicted in that video is how media is being redefined. So that's what I wanted to start with you first. What are your thoughts? How is the media industry being redefined in our world today?
Well, it's one of the fast-passing transformation that we've seen lately. Has been completely redefined over a very short span of time. Today, media is no longer set to confined sets or broadcast channels or even game rooms, but being built on intelligence, interactivity, and impact. Emerging technologies have already caused seismic change, such as artificial intelligence and media. In fact, the global media sector is projected to reach almost 3.5 billion USD by 2029. These numbers are striking, growing faster than the world's economy. That tells us how media and creative sectors are moving beyond entertainment alone. They now influence how nations are seeing how economics are grown and how cultures are connected.
And the world today, I mean, we're sitting in a session that's called the Intelligent Economy Summit, and the topic is the experience economy. And the world is shifting towards this, what many call the experience economy. How is that trend changing the way audiences are engaging with media today?
It's an interesting way of looking at it. Again, there is, I believe this is a very important question as well. Allow me to first of all, define what experience economy means from the angle of media. It's an economy where value becomes more towards something is felt or observed. It's an economy where it's naturally then turns into a form of media into a shared experience. Let me give you an example. People no longer want to play or watch.
One is
They
with
wanna
me, one
share.
is with Anas.
They
It's
want to
their
really
mistake.
embrace media and they want to engage and they want to really live the moment. And we've seen them in the social media trends a lot. They want to really embrace it in a way that makes it central to their day-to-day interaction. And this concept is quite vital in Media City Qatar, and we take this quite seriously when it comes to the discussions that we have with the social media platforms, etc.
And you mentioned a little bit of social media there.
Oh
so I
yeah,
wanted to-
definitely. Again, this trend of experience economy, we've seen it quite growing fast in social media behaviors, in gaming, and in content localization. These are the three main areas that I can't wait to share more in the coming few minutes.
Can you then explain that trend, this shift showing up? How is it showing up in terms of in where we are in Qatar's context, this social media behavior?
Well, audiences in Qatar and in the Gulf GCC countries are hyper-connected. We heard today from Victor this morning that more than 98.9% of the population of Qatar are connected via the 5G network. These are striking numbers. Nearly 97% of Qatar's total population are active social media users. Short-form mobile video and live streaming dominates our day-to-day habits. Social media platforms have become the primary source of both news and entertainment, especially among younger audiences in the Middle East who spend over 3 hours every day creating and sharing visuals, contents on platforms the likes of Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and TikTok. This shift basically tells us that relevance today means media must be visual, fast, and interactive.
There are many points that I should learn from there, as you said. And going back to what you mentioned, Arabic content seems to be very central to this shift. Why is it such a priority?
It is extremely sits within our DNA. Again, if you look at our vision statement of Media City Qatar, we are a regional leader that fosters the content creators. Arabic content has become the core of this engagement. Arabic language again is the most spoken language by nearly 500 million population, and it holds its status for almost 25 countries. So, and despite being one of the world's most spoken language, it makes up only 3% of the available digital content globally. So the amount of opportunities are there is humongous, is huge. Media City is helping really close that gap through original content productions and localization. Lately, in MWC 2025, last month, literally in Cannes, we've announced 2 Arabic local contents, 2 documentary and series. When I Saw and Behind the Scenes are the titles for these documentaries. We've done this in collaboration with one of our licensed companies, iMagicQ. The shooting is taking place between Qatar and Lebanon. We're very happy of fostering Arabic content creation. Also, some of the partnership that we formed lately with DPA, the German news agency, and with Sega, the famous gaming developer and publisher from Japan, made its way to advance this mission from building Arabic content journalism, localizing global games for this region. Together, these efforts, Layla, again, are creating jobs, driving local investments, and building a stronger Arabic content economy.
I love that you mentioned gaming there.
Yeah.
Why is it? Are you a gamer? Is it because you're a gamer? But why is gaming growing so fast, not only in Qatar but in the region?
I'm a gamer, but a long time ago I decided to become a businessman.
Never lose that skill.
Gaming is one of our most important verticals. We've been following up closely the trends. Again, worldwide, gaming industry has become the world's largest entertainment sector. So if we combine both film and music industries, gaming would outperform these two industries by far. In the Middle East, gaming has become a booming mainstream pastime too. The region boasts one of the highest gaming penetration rates in the world. We've been seeing these numbers and we've been reflecting on them. Most of the gaming community in Qatar probably are a little bit shy, but this is the place where this industry has been really growing. The region is really mobile first, yeah, with most players gaming on smartphones, while some others they prefer PC consoles. Mobile games make up to 50% of the general app downloads in Middle East and North Africa, while globally we've noticed that it makes only 40%. So from the amount of gaming that have been downloaded lately in the Middle East, you could tell that this is really a booming sector. So gaming has become both entertainment and expression. In Media City Qatar, we believe there is room for absorbing and embracing more gamers and gaming enthusiasts and connecting them with the right technology for them to create their next big game.
What I love in just the previous answer and this answer, there's a whole lot of opportunities that you're just targeting and you're just full on investing in those. And you were probably in that video as well, and as far as I know, there have been now more than 200 companies registered with Media City Qatar, and they're all more than 300, and they're all part of the creative industry. So would you say that the creative industries make the perfect labs for the experience economy?
Definitely, again, absolutely. It's simple because every day the creative world tests what people feel, what they trust, and what they will share, basically. So absolutely goes without saying. Again, the creative industry have been a laboratory that takes us through the experience economy, and this is how you see the tangible results of fostering such ecosystem.
And going into a little bit about Media City as a company, Media City Qatar as a company, when people think about Media City, they think about just buildings and facilities and white walls probably. But in your view, what really defines a successful Media City? And at Media City Qatar, how do you put that into practice?
Well, to answer that question, we always ask ourselves this question within Media City's family. What truly makes Media City succeed? In 2025, how can we really be distinctive? How can we really have our edge? The buildings or the ideas within the buildings? It's obviously the ideas that makes the difference, and the jobs that we are creating within these buildings. So we need to create the conditions where those ideas can grow. In practice, that means strategic advisory, fast licensing, 100% foreign ownership, zero income tax, no custom duties, and most importantly, access to financial grants, cash rebates, and production facilities, and the seamless pathways to operate locally with an English common law. So these are the offerings that Media City provides for its licensed companies, 330 companies, Economies being one of them. We're very delighted to really host and embrace those entities, both regionally and globally. We take care of the setup so that they can focus on what matters most, ideating and creating. It's a system designed to catalyze success for every licensed company operating across our many media verticals. Our role is also to make it easy for the creators, broadcasters, and entrepreneurs to build and grow in Qatar. Joining a community with over 300 companies that call Media City home for them, from emerging dynamic startups to the likes of CNN, iHeart, Dow Jones, EPA, Euronews, and Associated Press. We're very happy to host them within Media City, and we look forward to grow these numbers systematically in a way that fosters the content creation needs towards the public.
And I love that you mentioned that because it's been 4 years of a beautiful partnership between Euronews and Media City Qatar. And I guess me sitting here next to you on this big stage at MWC is a great manifestation and an example of that. Partnerships then seem to play a very big role. Just this year we've seen CNN, DPA, all these things you've mentioned, companies you've mentioned. Tell us a little bit more about some of those, the special ones, the ones that stand out from Media City Qatar.
Well, this is the most important part. Again, partnership plays a vital role within Media City Qatar. We work through strategic partnerships and longevity of the business. We also invest in talent development and infrastructure. For instance, Euronews runs a training program at Qatar University and internships in Brussels, where their new headquarters sits today. It used to be in Lyon, in France, for Northwestern University in Qatar. Again, we're bridging the gap between academia and industry. If I move into the manufacturing state of business and creative side, with Huawei, we are developing smart media campuses. With Microsoft, we're working on a shared vision to strengthen media entrepreneurship and drive collaboration on training, mentorship, and startup advancement. We're also working very closely with the national champions, the likes of Fada'at Media, the likes of Qatar Research Development Institute Council, where we're driving new capabilities in media and digital transformation. I can go in these partnership that we've been developing with regional and global players. But I really encourage also the team to watch our social media and see the latest, and please, our doors are always open to host them and to have a session with all the individuals.
And those doors are, by the way, now in a shiny new HQ down in Musharraf, downtown Doha. And 6 months ago when we were talking to each other, we were talking about this impending move to Musharraf. And now the move is complete, and as we saw in the video, that's a big milestone for Media City Qatar. What does it represent?
Well, it represents our identity. It's who we are as Media City Qatar, working very closely in the heart of Doha and Musharraf in a smart, sustainable district. Built to the highest green building standards, shows the balance of tradition and progress that guides our vision. Here we are working to give our community a home worthy of its ambitions. More than 23,000 square meters of commercial areas are available. We as Media City, as an authority, we occupy less than 20% of that. So the rest is for the licensed companies, for the shared studios, and for to support the ecosystem. So through this move, we are empowering media companies of all sizes and streams to shape high-value experiences and to define where next is made, right here in the heart of Qatar.
Where next is made, that is the line. You mentioned sustainability there while discussing the new headquarters in Musharraf, which is also aligned with the National Vision 2030. How do your broader efforts how does the efforts of Media City Qatar, the broader efforts, align with the vision's long-term aspirations across its other pillars, especially economic development?
Well, Media City Qatar was established on May 30th, 2019 by an Amiri degree, number 19. With the main aim to foster, to regulate, to develop, and to invest in the media ecosystem. Again, these goals include diversifying the economy, investing in people, and building strong national industries. Our mandate is to grow a dynamic media ecosystem, where we do this by creating an environment where innovation, media entrepreneurship, and creative production can thrive. In this way, we help drive economic development and create new forms of national value for our country. To put that in perspective, Leila, we have grown by almost 200% since last year, considered as one of the fastest growing media cities in the region, if not in the world. We have also created around 700 media-related and media-adjacent jobs. As a result, Media City Qatar is contributing to the long-term increase of the creative sector's share of Qatar's GDP, and it sits within the heart of our vision statement in Media City. In doing so, it's also positioning Qatar as a creator, not only a consumer of the global content.
And before I let you go, we have spoken about this before at times when we see each other. When you look into the future, we're at 330 companies now. When we look ahead to 2030 and beyond, you open up your eyes, it's 2030 in the morning. What do you envision for the future of Qatar's media landscape? What do you see?
Again, the future is bright, and we're building on a very successful and very rich media ecosystem that we have that started back in the 70s. We believe that in Media City Qatar we should focus on quality media ecosystem to absorb and to be attractive within the state of Qatar. There are always ways that we exceed the 1,000+ range of companies, but that's not the intention. We are, yes, small in size, however huge in impact, and we'd like to we're following the successful vision of Qatar National Vision 2030 and the third national development strategy, where media sits within the hardcore of the future cluster. So the cultural and creative industry is our pathway, and we believe in the coming few years we'll be able to host major production in Qatar and major broadcasters that chooses Media City as their long-term partners.
Small in size, huge in impact. Jassim Khori, CEO of Media City Qatar, thank you so much for your time.
So much, Leila. Appreciate it. Thank you, Leila. I'll speak on yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jassim. Thank you.